In this video, I'm going to walk through how to use this 100% free half-point spread and total calculator for college football. Hello everyone, Jonathan here with Excel Bets. Recently wanted to rebrand, focus solely on Excel and sports betting, so you'll notice the name change, Excel Bets. So if you came here for sports betting, I'm going to be pushing out exclusively only sports betting content going forward on this channel. I will have a separate channel for the Excel Help Now, which is going to be more for just Excel-related tips and tricks. But otherwise, if you're into sports betting, you want to use Excel or Google Sheets to improve your sports betting, then this is the channel for you. And if you like free things, this is the video for you. So what we have here is a half-point spread calculator and a half-point total calculator. I did a similar series for NFL. This is for college football. Week 1 is about to kick off, and this is going to help you with your sports betting. And I just want to quickly talk through what this is. So a lot of half-point calculators that you'll find on the internet they're not transparent. You don't really understand how it's getting to where it's at. So I wanted to walk through just the math of how we get to these spread movement values. First thing is just let's conceptualize this. What's the underlying data? Well, I've got NCAA football FBS versus FBS only from 2005, 2023. And what are the margin outcomes of every single one of those games? So you can see the margin. So 3 points is the most common, followed by 7. That makes sense. Followed by 14 and 10, 21. And then we have number of occurrences and then the percent of games that ended in that score outcome. So 9.79. So let's say 10% of the time college football games are going to be a 3-point difference. And then 8.2% is going to be by a touchdown. So that's how to read it. Here's a nice chart just so you can visualize the breakdown. And then from there, we're going to create push values. We're going to take those and split them in half again to have our favorite underdog. And the math behind this really doesn't matter for you, but what you care about is knowing what the movement value is. So let's say you've got a current spread of 6.5 at minus 110 odds, but you want to move to cover that touchdown margin. So you want plus 7.5 spread. How much is that movement worth? Well, it's worth 17 points or a new odds of minus 127. And you can do your line shopping off that new minus 127. So you can see this on the table below. The spread value 6.5 is our starting point. We're going to move to cover 7 and 7.5. So if you highlight those two on the points plus, this is our underdog. You can see 17.1, which is this value right here. And we can do the reverse of that. So we've got a line that's covering the touchdown, and then we want to go to say actually it's going to be tighter than a touchdown. That's worth plus 12 points. So you can see now we can take plus 102 odds. So we're moving. So it's a higher threshold in order to cover that. So we're giving up a point. So the sportsbook has to pay us, and that's worth 12 points. That's how to read it. And then the total is very similar, but we're looking at obviously point outcomes. And then here's the most common point outcomes for games: 55, 51, 41, 45 for college football. And then you can select your over under, what points you're moving. You're at 57. You want to go 56. So you're going to give away 1 point on the over. So that's going to cost you minus 7. But if you want to do the flip of that, you're at 57, you're going to give back 51 points. So you're at 56 for the under. So sportsbook's got to pay you plus 7 points or new odds of minus 103. So that's how to read the total. So that's the model. A link in the description. If you do use it, it's going to be in view only. So please go up to File, Save as a Copy. I know I'm going to get emails or access requests to make it edit. Got to keep the master view only, but you can definitely save down a copy for yourself. All right, so let's use this. I'm ESPN here, got week 1, college football slate. You can go down, look up matchups you like, and just get a sense of what you want to bet on. So here's one I think is a really good example. We got Miami, Florida versus Florida. Right now, we got this Miami at minus 2.5 favorite. So let's click this. It's going to take you to ESPN Bet. I'll just show you how you can use this line shopping tool. If ESPN Bet will ever load for us. All right. So ESPN Bet here, We'll go to the see all lines just so we can see what the offerings are. So right now we're at this minus 2.5 plus 2.5. So Florida's a 2.5 underdog at minus 105. We want to flip back here. Let's plug that in. Okay. And let's say we instead of them covering by a field goal, they're actually going to win by a field goal. So let's do minus 2.5. So that movement value of 2.5 underdog to 2.5 favorite is worth 33 points or plus 128. So let's see if that's a fair movement or not. So we're here and we want to move up to Florida winning by 2.5. So that's plus 140. Plus 140 is longer odds than this plus 128. So that'd be a fair movement if you feel confident that the outcome's going to be reversed. It's going to be Florida winning by a field goal versus Miami winning by a field goal. That's how to read it. That's how you can see if the line movements offered by sportsbooks make sense or not. Hope everybody found that helpful. Hopefully you can make use of that model and be able to, make some profitable sports betting for the upcoming college football season. I will say I do have a link in the description to a model I built using the College Football Power Index on ESPN for college football, similar to the video I did on the NFL model. This is going to be for college football. And then I also have an EV betting model. So this is going to use Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook in the world, base odds to create positive expected value bets. And it's going to look at money line, dynamic spreads, and dynamic totals using the same logic I just outlined for you of doing different spread movements and different over-under movements. So all that's available, link in the description. Otherwise, you got a free model out of this. Hopefully you watch till the end. Hopefully you're able to make sense of it, to make some good sports bets. Please consider liking and subscribing. Again, I'm going to be having Excel bets specifically for sports betting content going forward. Thank you for watching and God bless.